Hey guys, Mr. Shizzle back here again. Hopefully this is gonna be, which actually it should be, our last episode here in Act 3. We don't have much more to go. We're just gonna get back to Cydia, and then from there, try to go on and take on Asmodan as well. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time. I want to try to get through this, make sure we have plenty of time to get through this episode, or get through this act for this episode. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't be able to do it, but just to make sure there ain't no sense in holding back. Oh, back up, back up.
A mighty foe has fallen.
Let's check that bow out. It's probably not gonna be my level because with the fact of running through and trying to make sure I explore as much as I can, and all most stuff I'm still finding is at least a few levels minimum lower than me. So what I've crafted is probably going to be better than what I found, but it's still worth taking a look at.
That is a powerful foe over there.
Hit him blue. Oh. Everything want to come in at one time. Oh, don't forget our chest over here. Excuse you. Trying to open a chest here. Alright, on to the next little level. Every time we get here, that's all you can't think about it. Just basically all it is, just round 2 of what you just did. So not gonna be a lot of excitement. It's basically about the same thing you just seen last episode until we get to her and we finally get to finish her off. And if I just find my way.
Do you want more?
Excuse me, pardon me, come through. Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, another treasure pigment. Come on, give me something good. That chest may be worth looking at. No, it's just really kind of hard to tell sometimes, guys. I mean, sometimes, especially we've noticed on our higher characters, just because, I think it's, yeah, just because it looks like it could be close, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be anywhere close. Because I've actually found like 2 socketed chest pieces, for instance, and they only have one little red arrow down, like it would be just barely worse without even putting anything in it. And then you end up putting the gems in sockets and it's still worse. So you can't always tell just by looking at down bottom to see that it's real close. You have to really go in and go in and inspect it to make sure that it is actually better.
Oh yes, I've been looking forward to this.
I've been looking forward to it also. I didn't want to have to come back and kill you a second time. Should have killed you that first time. And what's really hard is right now, especially with having the Hellfire ring on, look at that yellow ring that just got, it shows it's like really bad. When I come down here and compare it to this one, it's actually really close. So once I put a socket or a gem in it, it very well may actually make it better. Since I have some on me, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in just to check and go ahead and compare. But when you have, sometimes whenever you have stuff on, it really looks like it's gonna be a lot better, but it not necessarily is. In this case, it looks like it is gonna make a difference. Looks like we're looking at about 100 in damage, but we lose 200 in health and about 50 or 30, 40 in armor. So I'm gonna stick with what I got just because the Demon Hunter already is pretty weak. I don't want to take a chance of making it any weaker than what it is. I mean, a lot of times if things are gonna kill you, they're just gonna kill you. Um, Disciple, for instance, had a Demon Hunter that had a really high vitality, which means had a lot of life to it, but still one hit and done. So you can't always depend upon the vitality of a way of figuring that you're gonna make it through, because some of the stuff hits so hard that it just really doesn't matter what you have. If you get hit by it, you're just done. So especially when using a Demon Hunter, try to stay away from the bigger things. Oh! Now this probably will be better. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Well, maybe. It may not be. It's only level 25. Well, it looks like I am actually getting this up a lot lower than my level. It looks like about 6 levels lower. But if something happens, now I have a level 25 cloak, pretty much just like the one that I have on, but a couple levels lower. So it will be better for me if I have to come back through and make another Demon Hunter. Hopefully I don't, but now I have some gear that be a little bit lower than what I have now to help me out next time. Oh, wow, it just dropped me legendaries after legendaries. Now it's got me a legendary crossbow. Oh, that hurt. That's what happens sometimes, guys. I mean, you just never know. 1 minute you won't have nothing, now all of a sudden you're gonna have all kinds of stuff. Wow, it looks like basically almost a copy of the other crossbow that we had. Let's get rid of this and this and this. Where'd it go? Oh, okay, there. Now they're together. Just so I can do a quick comparison. I mean, they're actually really close. So that's what I say. Sometimes you're actually gonna come back through and find stuff basically about what you have. It may have just a little bit of differences in it. So, but if you have some friends that need a little bit of gear, now you have an extra piece that you can share with somebody. Make sure you always keep the better stuff for yourself. You're going to be sharing equipment with people, but if nothing else, you can always have it put away in your chest in case you do die with that equipment on you. You'll have it if you have to come back and make another character. When you're dealing with legendaries, I try to tend to keep as many legendaries as I can, unless they're absolute not worth having, which most time it isn't the case, but sometimes you do find some that aren't too great.
The stone is embedded in my flesh. The seven shall be as one within me. I will be the sum of all hells, the prime evil.
Okay, so that was Asmodean trying to tell us he's going to kick our tails, but as you can tell, that didn't happen. I almost feel bad for beating these guys as bad as I am. I mean, this goes to show, guys, this is one major thing that shows you right here. That Hellfire Ring really helps out, so if you can, try to work on getting you a character up to level 60, try to find some really great gear, because you're going to need it to do the runs to get the Hellfire Ring. But as you can tell, it makes a really big difference in your damage and your impact on everything. So, like I said, I will be doing a tutorial on that to show you how to do it. But until then, good luck.
We've done it. Quickly now, Leah. Trap Asmodan's essence within the Soul Stone.
It's done.
I never dared dream. All evil lies trapped within that stone. Once it is destroyed, the eternal conflict will finally end.
Destroying the stone is no simple matter. There are rituals to consider. We must return to the keep and make our final preparations.
I feel more powerful.
Ooh, and I leveled up again. Okay, so that was Asmodan. Looks like we trapped his soul in the Soul Stone also. From here is pretty much going to be the end of Act 3. Just pretty much have to go and do the final little talking to... but it's kind of the final little talking of what's going to kind of be coming up. I'm going to go ahead and salvage this stuff real quick before we get going though, because I don't have to come back to town anytime soon. I want to try to see about getting through Act 4, you know, pretty quickly, and those boosters all around better. That is actually pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to them until I am able to craft some and see what I get here in a minute. Right now I don't have any extra boots that are better, that are anywhere close to my level. So I'm gonna hold on to those boots for now. I don't really want to split up my set unless I start finding some pants and helmet and all this better. Because right now with this cane set that I have, if you look here, down here at the bottom, if you have a 3-piece set, which that's all I have on right now is 3 pieces, you actually gain an extra 10% magic find and 30% bonus experience, so it's helping me level up. When I start finding some better gear, pants-wise, as well as helmet, then I'm going to start breaking the setup. But as long as I'm not having no problems killing things, I'm going to hold on to it as long as I can, just for those extra aspects. Let's see, did I get everything? Nope, gotta put these away. So as you can tell, see, I'm starting to get a little collection now from just playing through. I have, you know, quite a few little crossbows now for next time I come through. And some of it is from before. Actually, you know what? I totally forgot about that. Let me pull this out, compare it. Ooh, that really is not better than, not even close to my level 30 bow. That's really surprising. So since that's the case, I'm gonna go ahead and pull my Marquise Ruby out because I don't want to waste it on something I'm not gonna be using anytime soon. But also I have some other items that, you know, accumulated from you know, playthroughs before with my quivers here. But as you see, most of them that are better, you know, I can't use just yet. They're like level 60, level 39, level 60. So I'll be able to use them later. But this is what I was talking about before on, you know, trying to keep all the gear that you find that's really good, just in case. So from here, we got to go into the armory and try to make our way up. We're going to run by here one more time, make sure there's another book over here for us. Which it looked like it was, but it wasn't. So undoubtedly, we missed our chance to grab that book.
Adria, when did you decide to betray us?
20 years ago, a great and terrible power drew me to Tristram. But Aiden, Leoric's eldest son, defeated that power and sought to contain it within his own flesh.
The Dark Wanderer.
It was Diablo I saw within him, and I pledged myself to his service. Now, at last, his grand design comes to fruition. Dear Leah, Deckard always suspected your true father was Diablo himself. And now, my daughter, you shall serve as his vessel.
But I am more than I once was. The 7 evils are now one within me. I am the prime evil. Well done, faithful Adria. Go now, until I call upon you again. Now, at last, to my true goal, the one that has always eluded me. The utter destruction of the high heavens.
Alright guys, so as you noticed, actually I've never really watched that all the way through, and I find it kind of interesting. I never really noticed it before. That Diablo is actually Leah's father. And I mean, I knew before that Adria was gonna betray everybody, but I never actually watched through to find out, the whole story. So this is into Act 3. We're going to go ahead and go into Act 4. There's a really cool cutscene that comes between Act 3 and Act 4, so I'm going to go ahead and let that play, let y'all watch that as well. And then after we get in, we're going to go ahead and end the episode. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you now, hit that like button, guys. Share the video with your friends. If you have any suggestions or comments, put them down below. But until next time, guys, just enjoy this video, and we'll see you next time.
Even in the heart of heaven, angels can still feel fear.
My old enemy. You cannot hide from me, no matter what form you choose to wear. Let your true self be revealed. Diablo. War ends today. Imperious. Your shining heaven, Imperious. For soon, nothing of it shall remain but my laughter.
Adria has betrayed us. and killed her own daughter. Leah was used as a host for Diablo's rebirth as the prime evil. Now all the power of hell answers to him alone. The high heavens themselves break under his assault. For the angels cannot withstand the depth of his corruption. Only I can.